Next on the team, Caitlin Clark.
Tiger Woods did not see this coming. The man who's seen it all in golf just froze, eyes glued to the scoreboard like it had glitched, because the unthinkable happened. The legendary basketball star Caitlin Clark shattered golf records, leaving seasoned pros completely stunned. Reporters are scrambling for headlines and the crowd losing their minds. How did she even pull this off? Be honest, do you think Caitlin Clark would dominate the LPGA like she does the basketball court if she went full-time? Drop your thoughts below. What's wild is how quietly this whole thing started. The RSM Classic Pro-Am was supposed to be just a chill weekend. Some pros, a few celebs, good vibes, and a little friendly competition. Nothing serious, right? But then someone spotted her name on the list, Caitlin Clark, and boom, the calm was gone in seconds. Tickets that had been sitting unsold for weeks vanished in hours. Even LPGA players weren't just showing up to support Tiger, they were buying seats just to watch her. The woman who turned the WNBA upside down was about to take on golf, and the hype was unreal. Fans started lining up at sunrise, rocking Indiana Fever jerseys instead of golf polos and caps. It looked more like a basketball arena than a golf course. One commentator even joked, "It's basketball meets birdies." Then came the moment everyone was waiting for. The crowd went silent as the announcer's voice boomed through the speakers. Representing the Indiana Fever, after graduating from the University of Iowa, please welcome Caitlin Clark. And right then, you could almost hear the air stop moving. Thousands stood still, dead quiet, holding their breath as the basketball queen stepped onto the green.
Previous video how this Pro-Am event originally wasn't even going to be televised, but there were so many fans who were emailing the organization saying, how can we watch Caitlin? Can we come to the event? Can you live stream it? All of these things. And it ended up being put on television. And that was great. Fans were really excited about that. There was so much buzz online. She was trending on Twitter, all of the things. And the LPGA was promoting the crap out of this event. And they also did something really smart by pairing her up with their currently #1.
She walked up to the tee box with that fearless grin, like this was just another chill day at the gym. But this time, no basketball in sight. Instead, she was holding a driver, gripping it with calm confidence. She took a deep breath, locked her eyes down the fairway, and swung. The sound echoed, sharp, clean, and powerful. And Tiger Woods actually raised an eyebrow. That contact was pure perfection. The ball took off like it had its own GPS, cutting through the air and landing dead center, 270 yards straight down the fairway. The crowd lost it. People were cheering, clapping, even dropping their phones while trying to record what just happened. Tiger started laughing and muttered, "That's the best first swing I've ever seen from a non-pro." Even Steph Curry, the Steph Curry who plays golf on the side, couldn't resist tweeting almost instantly, "Caitlin Clark might just be better than me at this point." That one tweet broke the internet in minutes. Caitlin Clark golf shot to the top of global trends like wildfire. ESPN called her the most natural crossover athlete since Michael Jordan, while Golf Digest dropped a headline that said, "Golf has been forever changed by Caitlin Clark." And the wildest part, she wasn't even trying to take it that seriously. One reporter said she showed up and casually told them she just wanted to relax and have some fun. Yeah, sure. Her version of relaxing is going out there and setting records like it's no big deal. But this story wasn't just about the golf world going wild, it ran way deeper than that. Remember all those big WNBA names who couldn't stop talking about her all season? Angel Reese, Aja Wilson, and a few others. They all went quiet real quick. No posts, no comments, just silence. When Caitlin Clark made history in another sport, the same people who once said she got too much attention suddenly vanished from the timeline. People noticed too.
NBA, because the LPGA just did everything that the WNBA should have been doing this season. They did it.
One fan posted, "Funny how Caitlin's out here breaking golf records and her so-called rivals just turned into ghosts." Another chimed in, "They had time to throw shade all season, but no time to say congrats." That silence said more than any words could. Meanwhile, the vibe over in the LPGA was totally different. nothing but respect. Nelly Korda, one of the best golfers on the planet, walked up to Caitlin after the round and told her straight up, "You belong here." Simple words, but they hit deep. Another player, Maria Fassi, told reporters, "Her energy is pure. She brings something this sport has been missing." It was wild to see. On the basketball court, Caitlin was often seen as a threat. But on the golf course, she was treated like part of the team. Then came the shot that made history. Hole 7, a par 4 that even PGA pros struggle with. Everyone figured she'd play it safe, right? Nope, not Caitlin. She lined up, focused, and went all in. The ball exploded off the club like it had a mission of its own. The crowd gasped, and even the pros leaned forward, watching where it would land. The ball rolled, slowed down, and stopped just inches from the cup, dead center on the green. The crowd gasped in disbelief before the silence broke into total chaos. Phones flew into the air. People were screaming, clapping, losing their minds. And even Tiger Woods joined in, giving her a solid round of applause. Caitlin Clark had just shattered the previous Pro-Am record, finishing her round 13 under par. Think about that. 13 under, from someone who usually drains three-pointers, not putts. Tiger told reporters afterward, "That was one of the cleanest, most confident swings I've ever seen from someone outside pro golf." And coming from Tiger Woods, that means everything. Of course, once the performance went viral, the business world jumped in fast. Ticket sales spiked by 1,200% the moment her name appeared on the lineup. Sponsors couldn't stop calling. Tech brands, sportswear giants, golf companies, everyone wanted Caitlin Clark on their roster. Within a week, she had reportedly locked down multiple deals, one with a major golf equipment brand, another with a massive sports apparel company, and even a streaming partnership to film her golf training sessions. In just one weekend, she turned a casual golf outing into $1 million power move. The WNBA world, though, totally quiet. You could hear the awkward silence from miles away. Even though their season was over, the tension lingered. Fans were calling them out again, saying, "Look how the LPGA celebrates greatness, while the WNBA barely acknowledges it." And honestly, they weren't wrong.
So if I play out here on tour, I'm Maria.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for being out here. It's very
fun.
cool what you're doing for sports, kicking ass on and off the
Absolutely. You
field.
too.
But now,
And here's the Caitlin
Yeah,
Clark
this is
effect,
great.
Morgan,
Thank you
with
for-
Maria Fassi and other
Yeah.
players out here
Everybody's been so kind.
following
That's
It's been
good.
a lot of fun. Made it easy on me.
Annika, could I steal you for a second? I don't think I'll have like bigger. I can't say bad stuff on TV, but badasses.
Sure you can.
At once together. We're doing a fun like quickie on that side. There we go. Yeah.
I'm next.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Hi,
How are
Caitlin.
you?
Nice to
I
meet
mean,
you.
I said it, the buzz from the players
over here, so I'm distracting you.
for
sorry.
No, y'all are trying to get
has
finished.
been huge.
Somebody take this picture.
By the way,
Thank you.
Allie, an
Ready?
outstanding
Yeah, let's do
point
it.
guard in her own right,
All right,
in
ladies,
Fulton,
here we go. 3, 2,
Mississippi.
1. Hang tight.
All-state
Thanks for
Nice
being
to meet
here.
you, yeah.
Good luck.
in that sport as well.
The LPGA welcomed her brilliance with open arms, calling her shots great birdies and cheering her on, while the WNBA still struggled to grasp what the golf world clearly understood. Caitlin Clark isn't just an athlete, she's a phenomenon. Caitlin Clark doesn't just play, she pulls people in. Fans, fame, money. She attracts it all. And instead of running from it, she owns it. When reporters tried to stir things up, asking her about the silent treatment from other players, she just smiled and said, "I'm focused on what makes me happy, no matter the sport." That's competition calm, confident, a little bold, classic Caitlin. Her parents were there, quietly watching from the sidelines, proud but not shocked. Her mom told a reporter, every time she picks up something new, she gives it her all. "We stopped being surprised a long time ago." Her dad laughed and added, "Exactly, this is just her being her." It's the perfect summary. The Clarks aren't surprised, but the rest of the world, completely blown away. They've seen this movie before. Different sport, same ending. Caitlin shows up, breaks records, and walks away like it's just another Tuesday. Even the sports commentators couldn't believe what they were witnessing. One said, "We've seen two-sport athletes before, but not like this." Another added, "She doesn't just try new things, she masters them." And honestly, they nailed it. This isn't just about basketball or golf, it's about a person who simply doesn't do average. Mediocrity doesn't live in her DNA. She doesn't chase big moments, they chase her. But here's where it gets even better. After the chaos, after the record-breaking, after the sponsorship frenzy, did she rush off to celebrate? Nope. Caitlin stayed behind, posing for pictures, signing autographs for kids, and even dropping a few golf tips. Can you imagine that? Giving advice in a sport she just picked up.
Caitlin. That could be in.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Caitlin!
Right from the
The bench was away!
No! Wow. Are we sure it didn't go in? Is this it? Is this like a we're good? We're gonna call it a birdie?
I don't think so.
No!
Yes!
That's huge. Great birdie.
Woo!
That's what makes her so real and so magnetic. She wasn't there for the fame. She was there for the joy, the connection, the moment. And while the sports world scrambled to process what just happened, Caitlin Clark was already moving on to whatever mountain she plans to climb next. She never acts like she's above the moment. She is the moment. Caitlin Clark doesn't walk into history, she creates it. Reporters swarmed her like bees to honey right after her round, shouting questions left and right. One asked, "How did it feel to break a record on your first try?" Caitlin just laughed and said, "I didn't even know what the record was." That one line blew up everywhere. Effortless greatness. No bragging, no ego, just truth. While she laughed through interviews, the golf world was scrambling to crunch numbers overnight. Merch sales skyrocketed, and organizers revealed that Caitlin's appearance alone made more money than the last 3 events combined. Sponsors couldn't stop calling. Everyone wanted her face in women's sports campaigns, billboards, and TV spots. And here's the craziest twist. It wasn't basketball fans leading the hype this time, it was golfers. Someone commented on a Golf Digest post, "I've never watched women's golf before, but if Caitlin's playing, I'm tuning in." Another wrote, "Finally, someone who makes golf exciting again." That's the Caitlin effect. She doesn't just compete, she revives entire sports with her energy. She's not flashy or over the top, she just makes competition fun again. Whenever she steps into something new, people who never cared before suddenly can't look away. That's not luck, it's presence, pure and simple. But while the LPGA world was celebrating her like a queen, the internet couldn't help but notice the contrast. Side-by-side screenshots started spreading everywhere. LPGA players praising Caitlin versus WNBA stars posting dance clips, brand promos, and TikToks. Comment sections went wild. One fan wrote, "Look at this. One league uplifts talent, the other acts like it doesn't exist." The internet wasn't holding back. As the LPGA honored her achievements, memes and threads lit up, comparing the two worlds. It was clear. Caitlin Clark had become more than a basketball star or a golf rookie. She was the spark waking up every corner of sports, and everyone was watching what she'd do next. The shift in energy was undeniable. You could feel it. While one league seemed to chase drama, the other embraced greatness. For months, the WNBA had been trying to control the Caitlin Clark narrative, cutting back her coverage, downplaying her rise, and painting her as just another player. But after this, there was no ignoring her anymore. She wasn't just the face of basketball. She was becoming the face of sports itself. And guess who noticed? Tiger Woods! The next day, reporters asked him about Caitlin's performance, and he smiled before saying, "It reminded me of when I first broke through. Fearlessness, accuracy, confidence. She's got it." That's huge coming from Tiger, a man who rarely hands out compliments. A few hours later, photos started circulating. Tiger and Caitlin standing near the clubhouse, deep in conversation. Nobody knows exactly what was said, but the whispers came fast. Rumor has it Tiger gave her a private training session, and if that's true, then Caitlin Clark officially stepped into golf's inner circle. Then came the bombshell endorsements. Within just 48 hours, reports claimed she'd signed 3 massive deals. One with a luxury watch brand, another with a top golf equipment company, and a third with a major beverage brand, making her the face of their new campaign. Together, those contracts were worth more than $15 million. To put that in perspective, Caitlin made in one golf weekend what most WNBA players don't earn across their entire careers. And that's not shade. That's just the reality of how massive her influence has become. The media started calling it the Clark effect, and even Vice ran a headline about it. Caitlin Clark wasn't just rewriting records. She was rewriting the rules of what an athlete could be, and the sports world couldn't look away. Sports journalists couldn't get enough of it. One headline boldly read, "Every league wants Caitlin Clark, and can you blame them?" The whole world was buzzing. Fans online started cracking jokes, saying she should just go full-time in golf now. One post blew up on Twitter. "If Caitlin joins the LPGA, Tiger better start checking his records." Another joked, "She's gonna need a bigger trophy shelf soon." But underneath all the laughs, there was a real truth shining through. Caitlin Clark isn't just gifted, she's addicted to winning. Everywhere she goes, she brings this fire, this electric energy that you can feel. Even people who've never watched a basketball or golf game in their life find themselves glued to the screen when she plays. You don't have to be a sports fan to enjoy watching her. You just have to appreciate excellence that looks effortless. As the weekend kept rolling, more big names started chiming in. Aja Wilson said, "It's incredible." Patrick Mahomes called her a monster. And LeBron James, he even shared a video of her near hole-in-one, captioning it, "This girl different." That's when it hit. Caitlin Clark wasn't just a player anymore. She was a full-on movement. But not everyone was celebrating. Some corners of the WNBA stayed oddly quiet. No public congrats from Angel Reese, no posts from Aja Wilson after that one quick comment, just silence. Fans noticed right away and started asking the obvious question in the comments, why can't they just be happy for her? The reactions were mixed. Some people called it jealousy, others said it was pride. But one thing was clear, watching someone else take the spotlight that bright again was tough for a few to handle. Caitlin's rise had shifted the balance in sports conversation, and not everyone was ready for it. Just when people thought the story couldn't get any wilder, Caitlin Clark took things to another level. After the tournament, interviews, and viral moments, she didn't fade from the spotlight, she owned it. Major sports outlets started calling it the Caitlin Effect 2.0 because her impact wasn't slowing down, it was multiplying. By Monday morning, every sports show from ESPN to Fox Sports was replaying her golf highlights like she just won a major championship. Analysts debated whether she might actually qualify for a future LPGA event if she kept training. One commentator even said, "She's changing the definition of what an athlete can be." That statement spread like wildfire. Meanwhile, social media exploded with new fan edits, memes, and highlight reels. One TikTok with her swing hit over 25 million views overnight. People were remixing her shots with basketball clips, calling her the queen of every court. The crossover appeal was insane. Golf fans were following basketball pages, and hoop fans suddenly knew what a birdie was. But it wasn't just fans losing their minds. Sponsors, executives, and sports agents were quietly meeting behind the scenes, talking about what her next move could mean for women's sports as a whole. A leaked email from a marketing firm even referred to her as the most bankable athlete in America right now. That's serious talk for someone who just casually picked up a golf club. At the same time, reporters started catching wind of a potential charity event being discussed, something where Caitlin might host a mixed sport competition, bringing basketball and golf together for a cause. Imagine that. NBA players, LPGA pros, maybe even Tiger Woods competing under her name. The idea alone sent the internet into a frenzy. Still, in the middle of all the chaos, Caitlin stayed chill. When asked what was next, she smiled and said, "I'm just having fun seeing where it all goes." That calm attitude only fueled more admiration. She wasn't chasing fame, fame was chasing her. Caitlin Clark had started the week as a basketball icon trying out golf for fun, but by the end, she'd become something bigger, a crossover superstar, a headline magnet, and, as one fan perfectly wrote online, she's not just part of sports right now, she is sports right now. Truth be told, Caitlin Clark didn't need anyone's approval. She already had the world's attention. The media couldn't stop praising her. The fans were louder than ever, and now even the golf community had joined the movement. Everywhere she went, people followed, not just to watch her play, but to witness her in action. Her fans, they're built different. They cross time zones, switch sports apps, and tune in no matter where she shows up next. Whenever Caitlin's name is on the lineup, it's not just another event, it's a spectacle. Organizers who once treated her as a fun celebrity guest were now saying it out loud. She's not a guest, she's the main event, and they weren't wrong. The numbers proved it too. The ratings for her Pro-Am appearance smashed expectations, pulling in more viewers than most LPGA finals. That's unheard of. Networks that usually see a dip in Sunday viewership suddenly had primetime numbers, all thanks to one name, Caitlin Clark. Executives were stunned, advertisers were thrilled, and fans, they were begging for more. There was talk of her being invited to other celebrity tournaments, charity events, even exhibition matches pairing her with top pros. Wherever Caitlin went, the crowd followed, and so did the spotlight. And yet, through it all, she stayed grounded. No arrogance, no overhype. Just that same smile, that same humble energy. She wasn't chasing clout, she was building a legacy. One swing, one shot, one viral moment at a time, It's no longer about whether she'll play another sport or win another title. It's about how far she'll take this movement she unknowingly started. Caitlin Clark has become the heartbeat of modern sports, proof that talent, confidence, and genuine passion can rewrite the rules. So what's next for her? More records? More history? Whatever it is, one thing's for sure, the world will be watching. If you enjoyed this story and want to keep following Caitlin's incredible journey, make sure to like, subscribe, share, and drop a comment below. Let's hear your take. Who knows? The next headline might just be Caitlin Clark taking over another sport.